Tens of thousands of people auditioned.
We've got to find a star.
At stake, a $5 million recording deal. But that's not the only thing that sets this show apart.
It's huge. I mean, it's like an arena. It's like you're walking into a boxing match in a concert.
There's a lot of cameras hidden all over the place, and it doesn't always work out well for the contestants.
I don't have a life! I don't have a life!
It all began with one man and one plan to bring the biggest show in the UK to the US.
Some of the best singers in the world have come from America.
I sat down with my younger brother.
This is how weird my life has become. I'm now being interviewed by my brother.
For a very candid conversation on what he really thinks about the judges.
Insanely ambitious, fantastically self-centered.
And the contestants.
Cameras off, they are absolute horrors. Treat the crew awfully, and I can't stand people like that.
Plus, only we are with the show's lead choreographer at auditions for the live shows.
I'm about to put them through the paces and see if they have what it takes.
But do you have it?
Well, you're gonna have to watch. I can't give it all away.
Okay. Get ready as we take you inside the X Factor. Hello, I'm Tony Cowell, and this is a true insider's look at the X Factor. When my brother told me he was leaving American Idol to bring his hit show, The X Factor, to the US, I knew we were in for a lot of hard work, but the result would be unlike anything American audiences had seen. I've been with my brother throughout the entire process, and I was so excited to sit down with him to talk about his dream becoming a reality.
This is how weird my life has become. I'm now being interviewed by my brother.
Simon, first of all, congratulations on the show. I remember watching the first show, actually, with you at the launch party. I laughed all the way through it, which is a good sign for me.
It's actually quite weird. When you watch the show back with other people, you see it in a very, very different way. And I like to do it with the commercials and, you know, see it properly. But it felt good when I watched it back.
Are you watching it, you know, as a viewer?
And I hate watching myself on TV.
Well, I heard the rumour. Let's talk about the judges for a second. You always told me a long time ago that L.A. Reid was always your first choice for the judging panel. So was the whole judging panel your hardest challenge, do you think?
Oh my God, it was a nightmare. I mean, luckily I'd met with L.A. about a year and a half ago, but he was under contract to another company, so that was a bit crazy at the end. But once I got him, it was like, I've got my rock. You've got LA, this is now an easier job.
You still stand by what you said? Can't be swayed. I just don't believe it.
We met a ton of people, and then we went with Cheryl.
British pop sensation Cheryl Cole, a judge on the UK version of the X Factor, was originally slated to be the fourth judge here in the US.
You know, it's quite well documented that after 2 cities, not just me, a few of us made a decision that she would be happier, I thought, in the UK, and I offered her the job, and she took it, and then she didn't. But, you know, that's what happens when you make reality TV. Real things happen that don't always go your way, and as a producer, you've got to deal with it.
You have to deal with it straight away.
It happens. Look, no one died, right? Change the judge.
It's an entertainment show.
Yeah.
That's what happens. After only 2 shows, she was replaced by former Pussycat Doll, Nicole Scherzinger.
I'm excited. I know we're going to find some amazing talent. We're nothing without the talent.
Moving on to Nicole.
The first day I worked with her in the UK, she was a nightmare because she just wouldn't give anything away. She was just treating it like this is promotion. I didn't understand any part of her personality, but once the cameras stopped rolling, she was hilarious. And I spoke to her the following day and I said, Nicole, you just got to be yourself. And then she started to open up, and I thought she was fantastic.
Just a little bit of that, you know, like I just need to be like, bam, what, like, what, like, yeah, you better go.
She's a very complex, funny, weird person. And I love working with people like that. And insanely ambitious, fantastically self-centered, and possibly crazier than Paula.
Really?
Simon, do you like puppies?
What are you looking at?
Paula, the grown-ups are talking.
And kids aren't listening.
I always wanted Paula because I just love working with her. It was very interesting. When I saw Paula, she came up to my house at the beginning of the year, and she came in better prepared than anyone else. She looked fit. She was on good form. She'd done her research on the show. She understood the mentoring aspect, which really, you know, interested her because she was, you know, a great choreographer. And I thought, God, if anyone does a better job than her, I'll be really surprised. And she just got the job based on her enthusiasm and how she presented herself. She was terrific.
And she seems different. She seems rejuvenated on this show, and just a lot happier. I think she's very naturally looks fantastic.
I described the reunion because this had happened to me once in real life, that we lost a dog and it ended up in a rescue pound, and we thought we'd lost the dog, and then they called me and I went to pick up the dog, and that first day's filming, it was honestly that same sensation. It's like the dog's got his owner back and just couldn't be happier.
I always love having a chat with Simon, but I was quite shocked by some of the things he shared with me. I'll have that a little bit later. And next, we'll get to know the other judges and find out how their paths led to the X Factor.
The best thing for me to say is you have to watch it and witness it. It's pretty magical.